I'd like to introduce you to Rita. Rita is one of the girls that's helping us here in the Manuelito project. She wants to tell you a little bit about her story.
Estuve en el proyecto Manuelito 11 años.
And I was with the Manuelito project now for 11 years.
Estuve en la calle antes de estar en Manuelito.
And before that I was living on the streets because my mum and my dad separated.
Y hubieron muchos problemas en mi casa.
And there were lots of problems in my house at that time.
Tengo 6 hermanos.
I've got 6 brothers and sisters.
Y mi papá tomaba mucho.
And my dad used to drink a lot.
Y cuando mi mamá se fue de la casa,
And when my mum left our home,
decidimos ir a la calle.
and so we decided as brothers and sisters to leave as well and live on the streets.
Teníamos que buscar qué comer.
And we had to then spend our time looking for something to eat every day.
Y yo cuidaba de mis hermanas porque soy la mayor.
Because I'm the oldest one, I had to look after my younger brothers and sisters.
Ahorita tiene 13 años, pero antes tenía 1 año.
And my youngest sister, she's 13 now, but when she lived in the streets, when we all lived in the streets, she was just 1 year old.
Cuando mi mamá se fue, sucedió una de las experiencias que yo pasé. Fue que un día yo estaba cocinando.
And I remember one day when my mum left, I was busy cooking.
Y estaba haciendo un arroz, entonces bajé la olla al suelo.
And I was making some rice. And I remember picking up the big pot of rice and put it down on the floor.
Y mi hermana estaba desnuda y cayó sentada.
And my little sister was naked and she fell down onto it.
Eso me hizo, estaba pequeña, pero me hizo pensar de por qué mi mamá no estaba conmigo, por qué no estaba cuidándonos a nosotros.
And that was one of the things that made me think, why isn't our mum here helping us with these things?
Un día me dijo del proyecto Manuelito y decidí ir con él a conocer.
And the oldest brother that I have told me about Manuelito project and said, why don't we go there?
Para mi vida y la vida de mis hermanos.
And so Manuelito project was like a light for me and for my brothers and sisters to help us.
Y cuando ya nuestra vida cambió totalmente.
And when we decided at that moment to come into the Manuelito project, it was amazing that our lives changed from that moment on.
Yo empecé a estudiar.
And I started to study.
Y empecé a soñar.
And I started to dream as well.
Y quería ser maestra.
I wanted to be a teacher one day.
Y recientemente, el año pasado, terminé mis estudios.
And last year I finished my studies.
Soy maestra de educación primaria.
And now I'm a primary school teacher. Juan would like to tell us a little bit about his testimony, about how he's come off the streets and into now out through the Manuelito home.
Okay. Cuando yo tenía 7 años,
When I was 7 years of age,
yo vivía con mi familia y todos mis hermanos.
I used to live with my family, my brothers.
Mi mamá es alcohólica.
My mum's alcoholic.
Y yo soy uno de los hermanos más grandes.
And I was the oldest of my brothers and sisters.
Y mi mamá llegaba bola y le pegaba a mis hermanitos.
And my mum would always come home drunk and beat up my brothers and sisters.
Y yo me metía por ellos y mi mamá me golpeaba a mí.
And I used to try and defend them, and so my mum would end up beating me instead.
Y después de eso, los problemas iban más graves.
And as time went on, the situation just got a lot worse.
Y de tanto que ella me maltrataba, me pegaba.
And it just got to the situation where she was just always beating me.
Yo decidí tomar las calles.
And so I decided then, at that age, to leave and live on the streets.
Y yo le dije a ella que yo me iría a las calles porque no quería que me pegara más.
And so I just said to her, I'm going to have to live on the streets because I don't want you to keep beating me every day.
Y ella me decía, andate, a mí no me importa.
So she just said to me, well, just get lost, I don't want you here.
Y yo llorando me fui corriendo y me fui de la casa.
And so I was really upset, was crying a lot and ran away to live on the streets.
Y estaba durmiendo en las calles y todo.
And so I was sleeping on the streets.
Y aprendí a robar y a inhalar drogas.
And I learned to take drugs, and I learned to steal as well on the streets.
Y después de un tiempo yo regresé a la casa de nuevo
And after a time, I went back to my home,
para ver si mi mamá me podía aceptar mejor,
just to see if my mum would accept me even more, maybe this time.
pero no lo hizo.
But she didn't do it,
Ella me castigó peor
and so she beat me even more.
y ella me dijo, ¿y qué andas haciendo en la calle?
And she said, "What are you doing walking around in the streets?"
Y yo le dije, andaba inhalando drogas y robando.
And I said, "I'm just taking drugs and I'm stealing on the streets."
Y ella me amarró en una silla
And so she tied him to a chair.
y ella quebró los dedos de mi mano.
And so she took a hammer and broke every finger in his hands, in both of his hands.
Yo salí corriendo
So I managed to get away and run away from the home.
y yo dije, no voy a regresar otra vez a mi casa.
And I said, I'm never ever going to come back here again.
Y volví a lo mismo, a las drogas, a robar y era peor.
And so it was difficult because I then went back into a life on the streets.
Mi mamá no me buscó, ni mi papá, como que no existía.
And my mum and my dad didn't even come and look for me. It was like I didn't exist.
Y encontré a nuevos amigos que también anduve con ellos y me enseñaron a robar más.
And I found new friends who then started teaching me about other drugs and about how to steal better.
Después llegó Papi Pinto en un busito y él nos daba comida por la droga.
And one day, Pastor Pinto came on the streets in a little minibus to help us.
Y después él nos dijo que si queríamos estar en un proyecto y yo le dije que sí.
And he said, "Would you like to come with me into our project, our children's home?" And I said, "Yes."
Y así fue, Dios cumplió y mi papi también.
And so that's just how my life changed.
Y ahora estoy bien, estoy estudiando
And now I'm really good. I'm studying,
y ahora estoy ayudando a otros niños que vienen.
and now I'm working here, helping the children that are leaving the streets.
Y me gusta hacerlo porque me gusta.
And I love it being here because I just love helping these boys.
Okay, gracias.
So thank you very much.